Okay, so we're gonna be talking about how to do the signs for the song "I Will Follow," the one that goes, "Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. When you move, I'll move. I will follow." And that's the first part we're gonna learn. So, where you take your right hand and kind of wiggle your finger back and forth, like you're saying, "No, no, no." So that's where. You, since we're talking to God, where you go, I'll go. You have your hand up like this, to the sky, look at it. Go, take your two fingers and flick them forward. So just kind of flick. And then where you go, I'll go, I'll go. So where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. You're going to only use your right hand for this, so just go ahead and put your left hand behind your back. So where you stay, I'll stay. Where you, and then stay, you go like this, it's a Y actually. You just go from down to up to down. So just like that, stay. Like you're telling a dog to stay. I'll stay, I'll stay. Now you can bring your hand back around. When you move, I'll move. When is, if you take your left hand and put your finger just chilling in the front, and take your right hand and put it on top, and then you're going to bring your right hand away and back, so it's kind of like flicking around. So if you look at it like this, your left hand's here, right hand's here, flicking around, that's when. It's like your fingers going around a clock, kind of, I don't know. When you move, I'll move. So when you, and then move is you're going to take your hands here by your stomach and just kind of press forward like you're moving something out the way. I'll move, and then I will follow. I will is you're just going to flick by your right ear, flicking forward into the future, and then I will follow. I will follow. You take your thumbs like this and go off to the left, like that. Follow. So let's go over that whole first part. Where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. When you move, I'll move. I will follow. So, where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. When you move, I'll move. I will follow. Alright, let's do it kind of singing it with my singingness. Alright, so where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. When you move, I'll move. I will follow. Alright, next part is all your ways are good, all your ways are sure. I will trust in you alone. All your ways are good, all your ways are sure. I will trust in you alone. So that part, we're going to just say all ways. We're not going to say all your. So all, it's kind of like when, where you're going like this, but you're going to have your hands flat. You're going to have your left hand here, and you're just going to take your right hand and kind of like you're scooping out a bowl. So all, so it looks like this. All, and your hand's going to come back. All. So all your ways, you're going to say all ways. So all ways, you take two W's with your hands and just like going down a path. Ways. All ways are good. The sign for R is you go like this with your right hand, with your fingers crossing them, and come from your chest and come out. That's R. All your ways are good. Hand to the chin with your left hand here. So right hand's on your mouth, left hand down, and you're just gonna, good. That's the sign for good. So let's do all your ways are good. So all your ways are good. And then all your ways are sure. All ways are sure. Is this your chin? Sorry, your finger coming from your chin. Like that. All your ways are good, all your ways are sure. I will trust in you alone. I will, and trust is you're going to point to your forehead with your left hand down, your right hand up, and then you're going to bring your hands together in a fist. So pointing to your head, trust. And I will trust in you alone. In, your left hand is flat here, and your right hand's going in. Don't come down, because that means childbirth. Yeah. In you, talking to God, alone, take your right hand with your finger up and go like that, alone, like the only one. The next part is higher than my sight, high above my life. So higher is, it's like your two hands are here and it's raising up. So higher, then you take your left hand and flick it with your right. Then my sight, my with hand flat, sight, point to your eyes and come out. So higher than my sight, higher than my sight. And then next part is high above my life, so same thing, high, and then above, put your left hand down and swoop across like in a circular motion with your right hand going in a counterclockwise direction. High above my, then life, you're making two L's, having them face down like this, and then come from your stomach-ish area up, life. And the last part is I will trust in you alone. I will trust in you alone. So let's go through that part. So it goes, all your ways are good, all your ways are sure. I will trust in you alone, higher than my sight, high above my life. I will trust in you alone. Alright, cool. The next part is the chorus part again. It goes, where you go, I'll go, where you stay, I'll stay, when you move, I will follow you. And then there's a new part that goes, who you love, I'll love, how you serve, I'll serve. If this life I lose, I will follow you. So that part goes, who you love, I'll love. Now who, you take your right hand and kind of like make a, I don't know how to describe this. You put your finger out with everything else kind of in, so like you're pointing, and then you kind of like pull it, like you're pulling a trigger or something, just kind of flick with your right hand. So that's who. So you go, who you love, I'll love. And then how you serve, I'll serve. How is you take your two hands together like this, and it's like a can opener. You're moving your right hand, like opening the can. That's how. How you serve. How you serve is taking your two hands and going from the left and going to the right. So from the back, it would look like over here to over here. That's serve. And we're not going to say how you serve because there's not enough time actually in the song to do all that. It's going to be like how you serve. It's going to be too fast. So we actually just say how serve, I serve. So how you serve, I'll serve. And then if this life I lose, I will follow you. If, just take your pinky and just kind of come with your right hand, come out from your chin area. If this life, which will make two L's, again, like this, I lose is like this with your fists, and you just kind of, like that. You're just losing everything. Gone. If this life I lose, if this life I lose, I will follow you. Cool. Alright, and then the next, let me scroll down here. Okay, the next verse goes, light into the world, light into my life. I will live for you alone. You're the one I seek, knowing I will find all I need in you alone. Okay, cool. So, light unto the world. Light is, so how, there's many signs for light, but how we're doing it is taking your finger and kind of swooshing it around once and light. So it's kind of like abracadabra, let there be light. So with your right hand, light unto the world. Unto is two hands like this coming together. Unto the world, you're going to make two W's, and the right hand is going to start on top and come around and land back on top. So light unto the world. Light unto the world. Light unto my life. Light unto my life. I will live for you alone. I will live. For is you're pointing to your forehead and just coming off. For you, and then alone, alone. You're the one I seek, knowing I will find. You're pointing to God. You're the one I seek. And then knowing, you're just making like a cuppy shape with your hand, with your right hand. Knowing, I will find, as you put your left hand here and you kind of like pinch something out with your right hand. So I will find, knowing I will find all I need in you alone. So all I, then need, as you make this weird hook thing with your right hand and just kind of scrape down. Need. It's like this. Need. All I need in you alone. All I need in you alone. And then it does in you alone again. And then it goes, where you go, I'll go. Where you stay, I'll stay. Where you move, I'll move. I'll follow you. Blah, blah, blah. If this life I lose, I'll follow you. Okay, then there's this like little end part that goes, in you there's life everlasting. In you there's freedom for my soul. Anyway. So in you there's life everlasting. In you theirs is just kind of like you're just with your right hand coming off from your, I don't know what this area is, stomach hipish region, and just woof, theirs. Life everlasting. Life, and then everlasting, you're pointing to your head. It's kind of like saying forever, kind of, so it's like forever. So in you there's life everlasting. In you there's life everlasting. In you there's freedom for my soul. In you there's freedom. Freedom is actually really cool. I like it. So you kind of make F's. This is an F in sign language, and you cross them like this, and then you just freedom, like you're parting away something and moving through, or like breaking your bonds or something. So it's like freedom. What was I saying? Yeah, in you there's freedom for my soul. In you there's freedom for my, and I also really like the sign for soul too. You make this shape. I don't really know how to describe this. You take your middle fingers, put them to your thumbs, and then you have them like they're kind of kissing if this is their face. And your right one's going to be on top, left one's on bottom, and you just kind of pinch away like that. So in you there's freedom for my soul. In you there's freedom. Oh, wrong one. Freedom for my soul. In you there's joy, unending joy. In you there's, and this is the sign for joy, joy. And then unending is you're kind of putting your hand here and like shaking your head like no for un. And then ending is you take your right hand up, left hand down, and your two pinkies come together, ending. So unending joy. So let's do that. Yeah. In you there's life everlasting. In you there's freedom for my soul. In you there's joy, unending joy. And then it goes, I will follow, I will follow. I think that's the whole thing. Just the chorus kind of comes in between every verse. So, yep, that's how you do the signs for I Will Follow. Hope you enjoyed. Bye!